Hello everybody, they call me Muse. Welcome back to the last hero of Nostal Gaia, where we're flat. But not for long. We're continuing our investigation of the NPC city today. Strolling around on these rooftops. Getting ambushed at every turn. Discovering a ladder. And not much else up here, so ladder it is, I guess. Where are you taking us? To a doorway. So, yeah, we'll explore here first, and we receive a memory. Now, what else we got? Got a werewolf. And a second werewolf. And now they're both onto us. Jeez. But we timed that nicely, so all is well there. And 3 wobs to deal with these lads. Pretty tough. Good thing we managed to time that strike on the first one properly. Now what? Halberd boy. He's a toughie. But he can be staggered, which is nice. Okay, wasn't that tough? Good to know. Now where do we find ourselves? Enemies ahead? Gosh. Bloody lizard men ahead. With their goopy poison. Get stabbed. Now. Excellent. Nothing special in the rewards, but another group dispatched. Another memory. Have we hit 50 yet on our remembered things? No, we're at 46. So if we can find that kitchen where the anti-hero armor is remembered, then all will be well. And we will be at 50 and have maxed out our bonuses. Oops. I hear an anvil. And this would be the kitchen where the anti-heroes are forging their gear. But with someone swinging at us out here, yeah. Can't have that. The repurposed cane of support. Let's just have a quick poke up here. Okay, that might be some sort of progress. Which means that elevator might be a shortcut. Let's take a look at that cane first. Its memory's been forgotten. Kill, save, has fallen. Right, next step will be the elevator. Because that's probably a shortcut one, back to the start of the area. Okay, it's to a staging area. Let's see. Staging area with enemies, no less. Down there we'll go. So which staging area is this exactly?
Every hero who spawned upon Nostal Gaia, I told their tale, defined their tellings. This is the end of your story.
Oh, that doesn't bode well. So, out there we've got a route. And in there we've got a route, but this feels like progress, so back we go through this area, up the elevator again, and we'll speak to our blacksmith friend before we do anything else. And we'll also remember this pothead armor set. There it is. So how are its stats, first of all? Slightly lighter, slightly better degradation defense, slightly worse physical. Cool. So, as many NPCs turned from the mundanity of their long recycled roles, they scavenged and transformed base objects into implements of their hatred. They yearned to become heroes themselves by ridding Nostalgaia of the heroes she offered them. As our wearers hunted and murdered the Easy Makers, their efforts only furthered the Great Forgetting. But the quest they sought was not part of their destiny, nor implicit in their preordained class. The Almighty had categorized Nostalgaia upon its inception. The eternal spirit of heroism is both the product and definition of itself. This would have to fundamentally change for Nostalgaia's class divisions to crumble. I miss being just kitchen wet. So yeah, so they just scavenged pots, pans, aprons, oven mitts, and the like from the kitchens to turn them into weaponry. It's a cool design they've got going. Smith, you a master yet?
This anvil must have been brought here from one of the NPC's workshops. We used to retreat to our staging rooms to recuperate and to repair our battered costumes, but these ain't costumes being forged here. This anvil has been pounded with hatred. I'll use it out of love. I remember who I am. Tradition is more than any instance of its work. The full power of the Smith's hammer is restored.
Sweet.
We serve you always, hero.
Lovely. So he's now at max power, it seems. But we still don't have the pieces of tradition that we need to upgrade our weapon further, which is sad times. But you can now infuse things with pretty much anything. Source, glitch, luck, degradation.
The hammer serves the hero always.
Nice one. Good job, friend. Does that actually mean that the mace's hammer, the Smith's hammer mace that we got, is more powerful now? Or... no, I don't think it does. You still have to upgrade it in a regular fashion, but I don't think it would be any stronger than any other weapon. Which is a shame. So let's investigate this area, shall we? How many items have we got left to remember in NPC City? We've got a place to meditate. We've got somewhere up above their piers, so maybe I missed that on the rooftop somewhere. And then we've got the armor set that we've restored. Now, who are you? Just a crossbow boy. Nice try, werewolf. There's the sound of something that needs to be up-resed once again. Now, anything else at ground level down here? Oh. Yep. Got a memory. And that's about it. A memory and an angry lizard. Now, this gate... this feels like it must be the back end of one of these gates. And unlock a shortcut back to... yeah, that was the second of the gates that we saw, I think. And there's that up-res chest, which I'm going to guess contains a rune. They usually contain runes. Confidence Snifter. Increases the damage you do when your health is low. Very well. And more memory items. We're getting a good number of those now. Although we might be losing our merchant at some point soon. So we might not have much use for them. And the stern glare. That's a hammer with a familiar face. Orshaft village. My wielder discovered their purpose in a dilemma. How is that supposed to help us find it? I mean, we want to find it, for sure. But does that give us any indication as to where it might be? Or do we just press on for now? So, which one of these is progress? Tutorial 1. Attacking. So this is the start of sequence. And it looks pretty messed up, all told. Let's try the other way. A new area is well and good. But maybe this is a shortcut elevator. It's gone red. I don't like that. Although there we go. That's the elevator that led back to the Hall of Heroes. Very well. So do we try and head back to Orshaft at this point? We're close to it. And I feel like the Reservoir of Pain's face being on that hammer marks it as a significant item that we probably want to be remembering if we can. So, to reiterate, my wielder discovered their purpose in a dilemma. I fail to see how that's of any use whatsoever. 4 of our relics can be remembered ahead. That doesn't seem right, because if we have a look at our compendium for Orshaft Village, they've all been remembered already. And, oh no, actually, the Haunted Dreams and the Haunted... She was always carried across the threshold of that tentacled maw, but this time she never returned. Okay, so... Also, Stern Glare isn't on that list. Also, yeah, I thought so. Tunic's tunic. My wearer had no name, but was called Tunic by those who feared him. The self-proclaimed hero for hire. I'm pretty sure that's a reference to Jacket from Hotline Miami. It's listed under mysteries. Memory's location is known by a relic whose memory lingers in Orshaft Village. Meaning what? And the Edge of Entropy. Memory's location is known by a relic whose memory was found in Warlock's Wilds. Right, so the Chrysalis Tooth. One attempt to dismantle the incomparable agony of the tortured world was to offer passers-by a refreshingly tart beverage. That was the lemonade stand. Another was to absorb billowing pixels of forgetting within a cliffside grotto. And if we go back to the Edge of Entropy, my owner had all but given up before finding salvation at the shrine where Hoover had transformed. So should we be looking for a cliffside grotto? Which could potentially be up near the Easy Maker, down that side bit. Still haven't got this door open, because the reservoir is now hanging around over here. So could the cliffside grotto be over there somewhere? Also, how are you getting on? Oh, you're still alright, good. Well, it's not alright. You've seen better days. Because, yeah, we've still not really done much with this. I feel the Haunted armor set is definitely down here. Because of the maw that was mentioned. But we still need to collect the rest of that set to be able to confirm that for sure. There doesn't appear to be any grotto around here. Unless it's this. This might be a grotto, actually. But then this is also the place where I think the haunted set is going to be remembered. So maybe not. Is this going to say remember armor? Yeah, it is. Yeah, maybe that's something we'll have to worry about in a bit. Maybe it's time to head into start sequence and see what's going on with our narrator friend. So yeah, it's definitely a messed up area. But 5 of our relics can be remembered here, so let's also have a quick look in the compendium. Again. So, Dagger of Cycles. A Tower of Chronomancy. The monarchy was always a facade. And then we've got this armor set. The heart of heroism is not gold and glitter, but humility and sacrifice. Oop. Less of that, please.
Suddenly, we loathe you.
It's not Happy Bunny. So this place is a maze of sorts by the look of it. Tutorial 2, ladders. A locked door. We know how ladders work. Now what? Some sort of glitchy werewolf? It takes 4 hits, jeez. I do need that weapon upgrade. Avoid below and avoid down. Yeah, it doesn't look as though there's any reason to be down there, so guess we press on. Tutorial 3 is friendly NPCs.
Coward! You coward!
Is that cows? Did you just drop cows? Yep. This is a strange noise. But hey ho, we press on through this ravaged world. Get ourselves 15 access. Good lord. Now, what are you? Are you lying in wait? Can't have that. I wouldn't have even gone this way if I hadn't seen you glittering, but I guess that's an option. Was there anything else up top before we start throwing ourselves off cliffs? There is another door. Is it locked from this side? No. Wow. Oh, it's a beacon. Lovely. Unless it's a trap. Yep. Should have seen that coming, really. Yes, yes, you got me that time. Right, so that way seems like progress. So let's explore the lower part of this section first. Shall we? But yeah, we can't trust anything in this area. I feel. Well, then we've got a memory of a valiant hero, that's nice. So on to tutorial 5, consumables.
I trusted you. I believed in you. Suddenly, get stabbed in the back, Sticky.
Joke's on you, friend. I got subtitles on. I can see what's coming before you even do it. Oops, that was decent damage it did. Oh, okay, we did get stabbed in the back, kind of. I'll let you have that one. Yep. Okay, maybe we need to start using our heroic icons. These guys can hit for a bit. Oh, where are you? Cheeky get. Has that guy despawned? He has. Ah, I see him now, hanging off the edge. We've got the welcome top hat. Is that part of a set? Lingers in Hall of Heroes. Hat for greeting new hero spawns in style. So that'll be the welcome area, where the welcome host is missing, I feel. But yeah, it's part of the set. So we still need all the haunted set. We need the welcome set. Now, what we got around this side? More lads. Very well. Now that I know what to look for, with them hanging off the edge like that, they're not so bad. Tutorial 6 is about giving back. We've done plenty of that. We've up-resed a bunch of stuff. Remembering, and then suddenly forgetting. Curious. Well, at least this one's not a trap. That's good. And it's revealed an icon on the floor. What appears to be an alarm clock, possibly. Maybe. Maybe this is the chronomancy area that the Dagger's Cycles was after. No, it's not. Very well. But either way, it is a beacon, so let's have a quick rest. Have a quick level up, perhaps. Get our strength up even more. We'll get our stamina up. Why not both? And we're that little bit tougher. Ready to face whatever the narrator has to throw at us. Next time. Until then, thanks for watching, friends.